I wasn't really happy with it. I mean, it sounded okay, but I figured if I made some adjustments and maybe, gave a quick listen, that I was sure I could do like a little bit better. And some of those background noises just weren't very relaxing. So, but yeah, back in middle school, when I used to listen to whisper videos every night. It's just a lot of the issues with the last one were like in 80% of it, so I couldn't really edit it out, you know? But yeah, there's something kind of like strangely like cathartic about uh, talking to yourself. I mean, I guess I'm not really. I mean, you kind of are talking to yourself, right? Like, you don't really know if anyone's actually gonna watch this, but I've like talked to myself before, but it's usually like just like one-off sentences or like a comment here or there, or maybe like a very short like conversation, like a couple of a couple minutes. But I don't think I've ever actually like talked to myself for like 8-10 minutes, and uh, surprisingly pretty pleasant. I don't know, maybe that makes me weird. I also do like to play video games. Um, so I'm sure at some point maybe I'll do that, like do some like keyboard sounds and play some video games while I like whisper or something. But yeah, just like excited to get started with this. I've actually been wanting to do this for a long time. I just never really took that first step, so I figured that today, since I had all this free time, that I would just take that first step, And yeah, I'm glad that I did. This one's not gonna have like any video with it, but if I do start like reading a novel or like a book or something, I'll try to get like maybe like some sort of like a retractable arm, something that can like hold my smartphone, that I can like mount like somewhere nearby, so that it can like hold it without me having to hold it, so that like you can at least see me like flip through the book and like turn the pages and everything when I read. But yeah, I have no idea like what to expect. I imagine I'm gonna run into like a bunch of different issues, and it's gonna be like just kind of trial and error as I get through it. But this is my first time doing this, so I don't really know what to expect, or like what the video editing and uploading process will look like. But I'm sure I'll manage to kind of bump my way through it. Yeah, it's normal